Hey Sly, how's it going? Great speaking with you earlier today. I just wanted to send over this video to you. I hope that it's value packed for you. And I'm going to just kind of go through everything and hopefully it's valuable for you. Again, my name is Seleni McGregor. I work with small business owners across the state of Utah. I know you guys are in Lehi. I'm just down in South Utah County myself, so nice and local here for you. But anyways, I hope that this little custom video for you about your online presence and kind of how you stack up against your top competitors will be helpful. There's no sales pitch here, just like I was saying, just pure value. I'm sure you're sitting there asking yourself, well, why would she be doing this? What's the catch here? Totally fair questions and thoughts. So I've just found that most local business owners are just too busy running their business. They're swamped with payroll, they're helping customers, they're answering questions, dealing with employees, just staying on top of jobs that a lot of times learning how to leverage the internet to benefit their companies just get buried underneath all the other to-dos. And let's be real, half the time, the only reason they haven't hired somebody yet is because they don't know who to trust and who is truly an expert, which is kind of what you had mentioned to me as well. So that's exactly why I make videos like this. I've found that by giving people an easy, free attack plan of things that they could actually do to impact their business for free, that's resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands and saying, hey, I like you, Seleni, can you please just handle this for me? So if by the end of this video you've liked what you've heard and you can see that I've got a lot of tricks up my sleeve to be able to help your business, shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if, like I said, if even by the end of this video you want to take this plan, this free attack plan that I've given to you and do it yourself, that totally works for me too. So let me show you the 3 things that will set SNL above your competition. The 3 things that we're going to cover today is first, content, second, citations, and third, backlinks. So first up is content here. So since Google isn't human, it doesn't exactly know what you do. It needs to be told through your content. So content is basically anything that you can see here on your front page that's highlighted. So this can be your text, your pictures, what the pictures are saved as, what's behind the pictures, that all can be considered content. So to give you a little example, let's jump in here. If we do a command or right click, save as, we can see what the image is saved as. This is the why choose us. Let's grab a couple more. Find another image. About us. So images are a great place to use detailed descriptions with keywords, location-specific keywords that will actually help boost your content. And I'll tell you a little bit more and give examples of what I'm meaning by that. But these are all things that the Google bots can read and basically get an idea of what your business is, the services that you offer, the area you're targeting, and that's all going to help position you in the search ranking. The goal is having unique and authoritative content, and you just want to make sure that you've got enough content to be able to add in the right keywords and key phrases that people are actually searching for in Google for them to find the services that you offer. So most business owners do know that they need content. They just don't know that in order to rank number 1 on Google for plumbing, the average content count is around 1,500 to 2,400 words on your homepage alone. Again, while making sure that it has the right keywords and key phrases that people are actually searching for. So if we jump over here into one of my tools, I plugged in, just copied and pasted your content from your website. It's pulling up around 1,100 words there on your homepage. Not bad, just with a little bit of extra work there and especially adding in some of the right keywords, it would be super helpful for your website. One of your other top local competitors here for the Lehi area is Beehive Plumbing. And when we throw theirs into the calculator, you can see, well, let's actually jump back into theirs. Just looking at their website, you can see a lot more content here. When we throw it into the counter, we're able to see that theirs are sitting closer to like 2,200 there as well. So let's actually jump over to kind of help explain even more. We're going to jump over into a tool that I have. This is called Ahrefs. It's a really cool tool. It typically costs a couple $100s per month. You can go out and grab it yourself if you decided to want these same type of metrics. But it essentially gives me behind the scene details that Google is looking at when it comes to ranking a site. So it can give me a pretty good indication of what's working well for you and your competition. So I ran a quick scan for your competition here. We're able to see here that this Lehi location page alone has 19 keywords being found on it, and that page alone is driving about 76 traffic per month on them. We're actually going to jump into this keyword section right here and dive a little bit deeper to see the exact keywords that they're ranking for, and what customers are actually searching for in your area every month. So again, I chose Beehive. There was a couple other more national companies. I went down a little bit more to get a little bit more local here. But I'm seeing here they're ranking number 2 for keyword plumber Lehi with 80 search volume. Second position again, plumber Lehi, Utah, 50 volume per month. Position 3, plumbers in Lehi, Utah, that volume is 30. Fourth position, plumbers Lehi, Utah, 50, plumber Lehi, Utah, 30, Lehi plumber, 40. You kind of get the idea of these different keywords that can be leveraged to be able to help drive leads into your company. Now we can actually jump over here into your website. We've got your URL here. We get the same type of overview. We can see how many keywords are being found on your home page, and what type of traffic that is pulling in. And diving in specifically, let's check out that keyword that you're ranking for. So it looks like you are ranking number 2 for S&L plumbing. So awesome ranking positioning there for you. It looks like you've got about 30 people searching that per month. The biggest thing to kind of keep in mind when you're thinking about keywords is, unless somebody is already aware of your specific name, they're usually searching more generic terms like plumber Lehi, Utah, plumbers near me, plumbers, and things like that are more general, because until they know of your name, then they wouldn't be searching that in Google, right? So again, that first thing that you would need to do to help beat out your competition, just getting your site to that minimum of 1,500 keyword-rich content on your homepage, because that is what is driving your competitor's business, and it's 100% beatable if you are able to get that done. Okay, now up next, we're going to actually jump over here into Google. So I typed in one of those keywords, plumbers Lehi, Utah. First of all, you see the ads section. Here's the thing about ads. Ads can for sure work, but they can also be a money pit if your website is not dialed in. So just be careful to not burn through your money with Google Ads until you know for sure that your website is going to convert. So we're actually going to jump down here from below the ads section in here into this coveted map section. This area has a lot to do with the second important thing that we're going to talk about, which is citations. You're probably asking yourself, okay, what is a citation? Why do they matter? Well, great questions. So this area is called the Google Map Pack. I'm sure you've seen it. You've probably used this section. You've possibly even thought to yourself, how in the world can I get up here and get my business up here? Well, citations are actually super simple. They are just your business's name, address, and phone number listed on a bunch of online directories like this. So Yelp, Yellow Pages, City Star, and so on. Biggest thing, they just need to match your Google listing exactly. And then having citations like this helps Google to be able to verify you and give relevance to your local business. So the number one thing that you can do today to help push you up here into this top 3 spots on the map pack, really simple. You just need to increase your citation game. When you get more citations than your competitor, especially from authoritative and industry-specific websites, your credibility boosts, you gain more trust from Google, which therefore pushes you to the top of the Google Map Pack. So you might be asking yourself, okay, great, but how do I actually do that? Well, you can use sites like WhiteSpark or Bright Local, and they'll tell us the exact directories that your competition here is listed on. We can go match those directories plus more. We don't want to just stop on matching because we want to dominate them. So if these guys have 100 citations, we're going to go out and get 150 or 200 citations. Now, let's talk about the last thing that I wanted to go over with you, which is backlinks, or often called link juice. This third pillar will really help you dominate on Google, and this is really where the rankings comes into play. So after the ads, after the map section, we're going to scroll down here. This is the organics listing section down here. And you can see you're not ranked number 1, 2, 3, anywhere here on this first page for, again, this search term, plumbers Lehi, Utah. Now, this is where you want to be. And in order to get here, you just got to beat out your competition in every aspect. So what you need is authority. So how do you get the authority? Well, again, this is where the backlinks comes into play. So simply put, a backlink is when one website links to another website online. So the easiest way to think about this link juice is thinking about it like a popularity contest back in high school. You want the coolest, most popular kid to be recommending you. So in this popularity contest, the business with the most relevant link juice or authority wins. And I say relevant because not all backlinks are created equal. So you're a plumber, right? Well, you wouldn't want to have a backlink from an ice cream shop linking back to you because you guys don't churn ice cream. Although that'd be tasty, having that backlink would basically be useless to you. But having like a backlink from construction company or something like that that's more local and industry specific would be much more effective. So let's jump back over here again to my Ahrefs tool. You can see here that we can see that you've got 35 backlinks pointing back to your website. That's not bad, but it's not dominant. Now, if we jump over here to your competitors, we are able to see that they've got 22 backlinks. Again, you might be questioning a little bit there on the numbers there because you've got higher numbers, but again, quality over quantity there. And so really important, this is totally beatable with time. We can actually click in on these specific links and we can see the exact links that they have and go out and get those plus more, plus better, more quality and relevant sites. Again, getting you to the top is not magic. It's just a tried and true method. And I've shown that method to you today. So again, those 3 things that you can do today to grow your online presence is 1, increasing that content to the minimum 1,500 words. Really important here to make sure you're using those keywords or key phrases that people are actually searching for in your area. And again, I just focused on this specific area of Lehi. If you're doing any other service areas, there are lots of other keywords for every area that you're able to search for that way. Second, just increasing your name, address, and phone number on all these online directories. There's a couple hundreds out there. And then finally, just making sure you've got more relevant, high quality backlinks pointing back to show Google that you are the authority. If you guys implement these strategies today, you can be number 1 across Google. It's really just that simple. So I'm sure you're wondering, well, what now? Well, you really have 2 options. If you feel like you cannot handle any more clients right now, that's absolutely fair. I would just love you to send me a quick note saying that you watched this video and tell me your thoughts about it. I'd really appreciate your feedback. On the other hand, if you are ready to grow and can implement these strategies today, well, I've given you the exact formula that businesses pay tons of dollars to have. Now, if you have found this information valuable and are one of those business owners to still raise their hands for the most effective route with support and guidance to design a custom strategy to accelerate your growth, I would love to give you a 45-minute discovery session, absolutely free to you. Just go ahead and respond to my email. We would set up a time to chat. We would dive deeper into your specific situation and see what I could do to really help your business thrive. Once again, my name is Seleni and I look forward to your email. Have a great day.